We got some breaking news here to cover around the Las Vegas Raiders. They have moved on from former fourth-round pick out of Missouri, Tyree Gillespie. So the Raiders moved on from the safety, and this is definitely a pretty interesting move. So what you guys are going to see here on today's show is we're going to talk about the trade. We're going to do all the trade details. I'm going to tell you who I believe won the deal, and then how this could potentially impact the Raiders going forward, especially that safety room. Now, if you don't already know, we're the #1 most watched Raiders channel in the entire world for a reason. Why? Well, we keep it real with y'all, and we give you videos every day. We go live at least twice a week. We're in an interactive channel. Shout out to Patrick B., David Zahn, Daniel Jimenez, all you crazy mother effers out there. And if you want more free Raiders videos, hit that subscribe button. So the trade went down on Tuesday. The Titans, they get Tyree Gillespie. The Raiders receive a late-round conditional pick. Once we realize what that late-round conditional pick is, I'll make the update in the description or in the comment section of the video. I'm going to anticipate it's a 6th-rounder with a chance to be a 5th-rounder, but the fact that the Raiders drafted Gillespie in the 4th round, it's actually pretty good value. Now, in terms of who's won the deal, I want to know from all you down in the comment section right now. Who won the trade? If you think the Raiders won the trade, type LV. If you think that the Titans won the trade, then I want you to type TEN. Let's talk about Gillespie, though. So when the Raiders moved on from him, the fact that he was drafted in the 4th round, I think he does provide some ability in terms of being a solid, we'll call it, safety in the run game. He also provided some decent coverage ability. But right now, as it stands, the bigger picture here to look at is after the Raiders made their roster cuts, which maybe we can go through here and talk about, Las Vegas has 84 players on their current roster now, which that tells me that the Silver and Black could also make a potential move here to go out and get a free agent. Maybe that be a big-time offensive lineman. Maybe it's a defensive tackle. Maybe it's another player. But the Raiders right now have 84 players on their current roster, and they can have 85. So when you look at the updated depth chart here for the Silver and Black, you know Jonathan Abrams is going to make the team. Trevon Merrick's going to make the team. Deron Harmon will make the team. I actually, when I was live on my Raiders Report show, which I do every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, I had Gillespie making the team. Because now, obviously, he's no longer a part of the roster, I think that the Raiders keep 4 safeties, and I think the other safety that they end up keeping here is Roderick Teamer. And why do they end up keeping him? It's because of the special teams value. Because that he can stop the run, but mainly because of that special teams value. Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler, all of these coaches that have came on over from the New England Patriots, if you're a roster bubble candidate and you can play special teams, that goes a long way. Now, sure, there's some people that roll their eyes at special teams, but if you want to be a Super Bowl contender, if you want to be a team that's legit, you got to be good on offense, you got to be good on defense, and I really, truly believe special teams is that other area of the game that just gets forgotten about way, way too often. So the fact that the Raiders moved on from Gillespie, it was surprising. I did not anticipate this move, and judging by everyone's reactions on Instagram and Twitter, it's pretty surprising as well. So here's your opportunity, y'all. Interact with me and interact with the entire nation. Go down to the comments section right now. Give me that one-word reaction to the Raiders trading away Tyree Gillespie. Personally, for me, my one-word reaction, it's Teamer. And I'm just going to say this creates an opportunity for Roger Teamer to make the team, right? That's a did-it. What I'll also say, though, is what I do think could end up happening is the Raiders make another move, because when I look at free agency, the way that the Raiders did their moves, and if you were watching my live show, I said that I was told by a source that the Raiders are going to add 3 players. 3 players by week 1. Could we see them creating room right now to go out and make one of these big-time free agency splash, whether that be offensive line, defensive tackle, defensive end? Heck, Jesse Bates is out there, right, for a trade. I'm kidding on that regard. That would be wild, though. But when you move on from Gillespie, there are some different avenues that you're going to look at. So when you look at the defensive tackle room right now, yeah, I know the Raiders are confident in Andrew Billings, Tyler Lancaster. They have some hope in Kyle Petco. Your top 2 tackles went healthy, is Bilal Nichols and Jonathan Hankins. The issue is those guys are still not healthy yet. You drafted Neil Farrell Jr., you drafted Matthew Butler in the 4th round of this past year's draft. But besides that, realistically, you probably have the weakest defensive tackle room in the entire league. So here's your opportunity to go out and make a move. Don't sit back and be comfortable, because as soon as you sit back and put your hands up in the air, this is where other teams are going to pass you. You have the money. You made 5 roster cuts today. Demarcus Robinson, Tyrone Wheatley, Nate Brooks, forgetting the other name, Gary Green, and there's one more. But I think I said Demarcus Robinson already. Either way, you're saving an extra probably like $4 million in total money to the 22.3 you already had. So let's just say, I'm not looking at the numbers exactly in front of me, but you're probably going to have over $25 million. Get a move done, because the longer and longer you wait, the more gray hairs Raider Nation and I get. Now, y'all, if you're a real one out there, if you're a diehard Raiders fan, get your Real One for Life t-shirt right now. Where? At the link that you see below, chatsports.com/Real One for Life. It comes in black. It comes in silver. Size is starting at 3 small all the way up to 3XL. When I made this shirt, it was the idea that Raider Nation doesn't take any days off, right? I literally named myself on Twitter, Instagram, everything, Mitchell Renz 365, because I said, I'm going to work every day. Why? I got that commitment to excellence. And I know Raider Nation has a commitment to excellence as well. So if you're a real one, a real diehard Raiders fan, here's a shirt for you. And if you support the show, this does help me out a lot. So please, chatsports.com/Real One for Life. So the Las Vegas Raiders, they move on from Gillespie. They make a deal with the Tennessee Titans. And very, very often when I talk about trades that can happen, there's a handful of teams that I always bring up. I bring up the Chicago Bears because of their connection with Champ Kelly. I bring up the New England Patriots because of the obvious reasons there. The other team that I always bring up in my trade discussions are the Tennessee Titans, because Josh McDaniels has a phenomenal relationship with Tennessee Titans head coach Mike Vrabel. The other team that gets brought up very often is the Houston Texans because of their general manager, Nick Caserio, who has spent a lot of years with the New England Patriots, which, again, more and more connections there. Now, personally, I'm a big fan of Gillespie. I'm hoping that the Raiders do not regret this, but from the Titans side of things, this makes sense for them. They need help in the safety room in terms of having some extra depth. So until I see what the exact pick is, because it's a late-round conditional pick, you're hoping that I'm honestly hoping right now it's going to be a 5th rounder. If we can get a 5th-round pick out of Gillespie, I'm okay with it. This does open the door, for Roderick Teamer to end up making the team, who I actually thought had a halfway decent game up against the Minnesota Vikings. He was on the field here and there. He's probably a better run stopper than he is against overall coverage, but his ability to play special teams was a lot higher than what Gillespie could bring. So the trade that went down was this. Raiders get a late-round conditional pick. Again, we still have yet to see what that happens with, and I'll keep you guys up to date on Instagram, keep you guys up to date on Twitter. Shout out to everyone who's watching us live right now. So let me know down in the comments section, are you happy with the trade? Type that Y for yes, or type your N for no. I'm going to be very, very transparent with you. If the Raiders either A, don't add a free agent here to take that extra roster spot, because right now you got 84 guys on the roster, I might not be too excited about the move. If you were to ask me who's a better player, Tyree Gillespie or Roderick Teamer, I will say Tyree Gillespie. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait, because this Raiders organization this offseason has shown me that if you're waiting and you're patient, then they're going to do the right things. But let me know. Y for yes and for no. Now, we always say, hey, subscribe to the show. I know. And sometimes people get mad, right? They're like, dude, I get it. You subscribe. The issue is still like 43% of the people that watch these shows aren't sub. But this is the important time. We've made it through May. We made it through June, July. Those are the rumors month, right? Like, those are the months where it's like, Jesus, I got to talk about another rumor. No. Now it's the regular season. Now it's the preseason. And this is when we can talk about real-life content. So I make an argument. I was the first person live. Yeah, I was already live, but shh, don't tell anyone. Breaking down the trade. But that's what we do here. So please, turn on those notifications. Hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching this live, dude, I hope you're ready to party, because we're going to be partying for a very long time.